Hello and welcome back to Quarterline. Today we're going to look at Lancia, in fact the Lancia Beta. The Lancia Beta was manufactured by Lancia between 1972 and 1984. It was sort of like an entry-level luxury car, if you will. There was many different variations of the Lancia Beta. We sort of like the four-door saloon fastbacks called the Lancia Beta Berliner. We had a four-door notchback saloon called the Lancia Trevi. We had a two-door coupe simply called the Lancia Beta Coupe. We had a targa-topped Lancia Beta Spider. We got a three-door estate called the Lancia Beta HPE. And we even had a mid-engine sports car called the Lancia Beta Monte Carlo. So there was a vast range of choices. The brochure we're going to look at today is a UK brochure for the Lancia Coupe and HPE. So let's have a look at this 1982 brochure now. So we may well have a start by looking at the front of this particular brochure. Like I say, for two different versions of the Beta, the Lancia Beta Coupe and that HPE. The Coupe was actually introduced in 1973, although it was around that time that there was that fuel crisis going on, so it didn't actually arrive till 1974. The HPE arrived in March 1975. HPE standing for High Performance Estate. Then later that was kind of like changed to High Performance Executive. And they kind of like dropped the Beta name in around about 1979. So rather than being called the Lancia Beta HPE, it was simply known as the Lancia HPE by this time when this brochure came out. Very stylish looking car, like so many Italian cars of the time were. This particular style and design was kind of like a Lancia in-house design by Aldo Castalgano. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably saying that wrong, but there we go. He also did the Lancia Fulvia, by the way. But anyway, let's have a dig in and look what else is in this brochure. Here we go, a little bit of a side shot of both the cars. Apologies for the little bit of glare at the bottom there. And it continues talking a little bit more about sort of the history of the car leading up to these two models. At this stage, they kind of like changed the engines a few times, but this is kind of like late on in the variations. So on the coupe, we're looking at a 2-litre engine or a 1995cc, and then we've got a 1600 HPE and the 2000 HPE. So a 1.6 or 1585 cc's on the 1600, and obviously that 1995 engine again on the 2000. It then goes on to say to see which car will suit you best, let's look over Leaf. So let's turn the page. So first it starts showing us on this next page the coupe, these nice seats, supposed to be very good for long distance touring, it says. The dashboard the same on both models, but there is a bit of a picture on it. It also tells us that it's 122 brake horsepower, top speed of 110 miles per hour on those 2-litre engines. Let's turn the page and look at the HPE. So here we have that HPE, and it's saying here really it's the perfect excuse for the family man to drive a sports car, because it's obviously a little bit more practical with them fold down seats and that sort of like a estate, well, almost estate type loading at the back. It's saying as well it comes in those two size engines, the 1600, the 2 litre. The 2 litre only coming with the automatic, the auto gearbox option. And then it says they share the same styling with the coupe. And as you can see, it looks a little bit more of a blander interior with these coloured seats, but certainly looks extremely comfortable, and you've got lots of extras on there like sunroofs, etc. But it's almost like trying to be a bit of an executive car as well, like it's trying to be lots of different roles really. And then this is the back page. Like I say, I'm trying to show it a bit closer. There's lots of glare today, so it's not perfectly clear, so I hope you can see it a little bit. But basically what it's showing us on this back page is those two different engine sizes. It's also showing the miles per gallon, so the 2 litre coupe is doing 38.7 mixed driving. The same engine on the HP is doing 38.2. I guess that little bit extra aerodynamics helping the coupe. The 1600 is getting 41.7 miles per gallon on a Weber carburetor. On the Solex it's getting 41.5. And then it's just talking a little bit about taking extra care of your Lancia. I particularly like this coupe in red. I think it really suits that colour. So there we go, the Lancia Coupe and HPE. Very beautiful car, and I can understand why people bought them at the time, but ultimately rust was the issue, as is with so many Italian cars coming to a wetter climate. Not many survived in the UK, and we can't really just blame Lancia. There was many cars that really struggled in the 70s, early 80s with rust problems. Unfortunately, it kind of like plagued Lancia more than others, and also build quality really wasn't the best. But anyway, that comes to the end of today's episode, so please do like and subscribe, and give me some comments if you remember these cars, if you own these cars. It's always nice to hear. But for now, we'll say goodbye and take care.